Scoring leaders are Logan Cheney at 12 points, Macy Reinhardt and Riley Edmondson at 7 points per game apiece. Rebounding leaders are Macy Reinhardt and Logan Cheney, both at 6 rebounds per game, and Riley Edmondson with 5. Hayden Pilkington is still leading the Lady War Dogs in the assist column. Miami inbounds the play, and they're bringing it up, still against the man defense employed by the Lady Owls. Lady War Dogs so far doing a pretty good job of handling the ball, not turning it over. Oh, Ryan Long goes in. It's blocked by Jocelyn Wyrick. They're pushing the ball into the corner for a three-pointer. Little long, but they were able to get the rebound on the backside, but she took an extra step. Yep, that's travel call on Fairland. This will be Miami's ball. They'll be inbounding it. And they continue to be in the man defense. Miami's trying to get a man. They're in their man offense. Nice pass by Hayden Pilkington to Riley Edmondson. Puts the War Dogs up 4-3 over the Lady Owls here early on. Macy Reinhardt strips the ball from Fairland. Down, passes to Hayden Pilkington, makes the layup. Good job. There's a good job right there. It's 5-3, Lady War Dogs over the Fairland Owls. As I said earlier, just a few of the stats. Leading scorers for Miami. Logan Cheney, Macy Reinhardt, and Riley Edmondson rounding out the top 3 at 12 and 7 points per game. Rebounding leaders are still Macy Reinhardt at 6-1, Riley Edmondson at 5, and Hayden Pilkington still leading the team in assists at 4.3 assists per game. This will be a tough test for the Lady War Dogs to close out the 2024 portion of our season. Tonight is the last night. The students were released after today. We won't have students in school tomorrow. We've released for the winter break or the Christmas break, whatever you want to call it. And we're back to action right here. We've got Fairland's going to bring the ball up, and there's that pressure, that semi-pressure I was talking about by the Lady War Dogs, and they were able to break that pretty easily. 0-0 scores the basket. Double zero with the basket. Oh, okay. Score was off a little bit. Oh, we got a player control foul. I think it was a moving screen. Yep, that's what the call is. That's her first personal. When they set those, when you set a screen, you can't be moving, and that's what Riley was doing, and she got caught doing it. And they're and reaching foul there. I think that's going to be on Hayden Pilkington. And the Fairland Lady Owl is down on the floor. Let's hope she's okay. But she took a tumble there. It kind of got tangled up in Hayden's feet, and she fell. No, that foul's going to be on Riley Edmondson. That's her second personal. And number 31's the Jolie Bell, a freshman for the Lady Owls. And she's going to come out and be replaced by Avery Anderson. And Alexis Walker checks in for the Lady War Dogs as well. She's hurting pretty good over here. Hopefully she's going to be okay. Fairland inbounds it with about 3.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Lady War Dogs still have a 6-5 lead. Nice job by Alexis Walker to get a hand on it. Nice move. I thought it was going to be tipped in right there, but it wasn't. Fairland gets the rebound. And we got a foul called. Okay, that's going to be on Jaylee Campbell for the Lady Owls. That's her first personal. Nope, I take that back. It's going to be a Logan Cheney. And Lakin McCoy's at the line. And she misses her first one. She gets 2. And she's able to make that second one. That ties the game up at 6 apiece. Now looks like, nope, they're still in man defense. We're continuing to try to pass and go and look back door on cuts. Just depends on how aggressive they want to play that man. Good catch by Macy Reinhardt. Excellent catch. But ball still was a little high from Reinhardt to Pilkington, and it went out of bounds. So turnover. Fairland Owls were still employing the 1-3-1. Half court pressure D. And they broke it nicely. And not sure we got I believe we got a timeout. We have a whistle blown. I think the referee thought that the coach was calling timeout, but he wasn't. He was just yelling something at his players. So kind of an inadvertent whistle right there. So it'll be Fairland's ball on the side because they had possession of it once when that whistle blew. Fairland gets the ball back. We're still in a 1-3-1 defense here. We started out half court and we back off to a 1-3-1 in the half court set. Fairland continues to look for the cracks and try to find open areas, open spaces to get some shots off. Coach is changing up their strategy here. Ball in the corner. No good. Nice rebound by Logan Cheney right there. She had great position. So Lady Wardogs get the ball, bringing it back with about a minute and a half left here in the first quarter. And Lady Owls are continuing with their man defense, but they're not being real aggressive with it. They're not really going and playing in passing lanes, trying to get turnovers. They're just playing man and switching off. We have Aubrey Kinsey for the Lady Owls checking in. Her first time tonight. And Fairland's bringing the ball down. Now we're in a 1-2-2 defense. Look for Fairland to attack the middle here. Try to get somebody to go into the middle. Lady Wardogs really got to watch that. There's that backside wing coming into the middle. Nice rebound by Ryan Long, the freshman. Oh, tried to get the ball to Walker on him to where she could shoot a layup right there, and she wasn't able to get a handle on it. Fairland still got the ball. Now I believe Miami's in a 2-2 full court press now, 2-1-2, sorry. And so now they're going to step up their aggressiveness a little bit, and they got a turnover right now. Okay, so Miami got a turnover with 49 seconds left. They'll have possession. Be interesting to see if Coach Baxter here wants to try to just get one shot here for the rest of the quarter here, or if she's still going to continue to be aggressive. A lot of coaches will want to try to get that last shot here and kind of pull it out and take time off till about 10 seconds. Then they'll go start running a play, try to get a shot off. Unless you got a free layup, something where the defense breaks down to where you get a layup. And Coach Baxter has called timeout right there with 30 seconds left. That's her second timeout called in the first quarter here. Score knotted up at 6 apiece, and that was a 30-second timeout. called by Coach Baxter. Didn't like what she saw as far as the offense was being done. She wanted to kind of indicated with what they were doing is trying to take the last shot of the quarter here, but things weren't moving like they wanted them, so call timeout and kind of get things organized and get it going. Just some upcoming, this is our last week of school before winter break, and teachers have to come tomorrow for in-service or professional day, but the students are out. This is their last day. It'll be the last action for our basketball teams here before the winter break. Lady Wardogs will be inbounding opposite the score table and get the ball to Hayden Pilkington right there. Now they're going to weave out front. Three-pointer by Hayden, no good. Not sure Coach wanted her to shoot that because we still had about 15 seconds left. Now Fairland's going to get a chance to score the last basket here in the first quarter. And we got a three-pointer from the corner. No good, but it's rebounded, but not in time to score that one. So that's the end of the first quarter here with the score tied up at 6 apiece. Not much going on offensively for either side so far. But here at this quarter, there'll be some adjustments made. You know, basketball's a game of runs, so you never know. Fairland or Lady Wardogs get on a run right here and put up some points here early in the second quarter. Just kind of going over some upcoming events. As I said earlier, tonight, that's the last game, basketball games before the Christmas break. But on Friday, the high school girls wrestling team will be traveling to Columbus, Kansas for a match beginning at 1 p.m. And then Saturday, the high school boys will be traveling to Columbus, Kansas and begin theirs at 1 p.m. as well. After those two matches, then the winter break will be in full-fledged and going where we won't have any more. Next action for the basketball teams will be January 9th through the 11th at the Locust Grove tournament for both the boys and the girls. Just a few upcoming events slated for our basketball, wrestling, and teams. And we're back to action here. The Lady Wardogs will inbound the ball opposite the score table again. And Fairland continues to play their man, but not being real aggressive with it. Hayden Pilkington drives baseline, looking for a shot. That looks like, nope. Ryan Young with the three, a little too far. Wasn't able to get that. And it looks like the Lady Wardogs went back to their half-court defense here. Again, it's semi-pressure here, trying to get the opposing team to make mistakes. A lot of teams will play that, and they'll kind of trap out here at half-court and use the half-court line as a trap, but a turnover by the Lady Owls. That brings Miami back down. They're passing and cutting, looking for some cuts, backdoor cuts if they're too aggressive. But the sagging defense really seems to be confusing the Lady Wardogs. What I mean by sagging is like I said, they're not out on them. Very tight and aggressive. They are sagged off of them and playing defense. And here we may have a 2-on-1 break right here. Back to Macy, to Hayden. She wasn't able to get it. And I believe we're going to have a foul called here. That's going to be on Alexis Walker. That is her first personal. Riley Edmondson checks back in for the Lady Wardogs. And we're continuing with the 1-3-1. Nope, 2-2-1 half court trap. Here we're being a little bit more aggressive with it. Went off her foot, out of bounds. So it'll be Fairland's ball. There's the trap right there, being very aggressive with it. On the baseline, she accidentally stepped on the sideline right there and was out of bounds. A break for the Lady Wardogs. So they'll get possession here with about 6 minutes left here in the second quarter with the score tied at 6. Not much going on offensively for either team. Really stagnant. Not too much action going on. Getting shots, not making shots. The offense just not kind of moving smoothly. Oh, we got an extra step right there on Lady Wardogs. That'll be a turnover. Number 5, Olivia Bartley, is going to check in for the Fairland Owls at the next dead ball. Nice hustle by Riley Edmondson right there to get a hand on that ball. But that was going to be a short 2-footer for the score. Great hustle on the part of Riley Edmondson. So Fairland will get the ball on the inbounds play underneath their own basket. And the Lady Wardogs look like they're employing the 2-3 to pack it in so that they don't get any easy baskets down low. And now they've matched up and going man. Switching things up. They've been in 1-3-1. Now they went man. Try to confuse Lady Wardogs. Skip pass over. Three-pointer. No good. And rebounds controlled by the Owls. But then errant pass. Ryan Long with it. Coming down. Back out to Logan Cheney. She took an extra step right there and traveled. Okay, checking back in is Jolie Bell. I'm glad to see her back. She was hurt earlier in the first quarter. She's able to come back in the game. That's a good sign. Never want to see players get hurt, especially, at this age and this juncture of the season. Still early. As I said, this is our last game before winter break. And we're going to have a foul on Lady Wardogs. Macy Reinhardt, that's her first personal. That's a second team foul on the Lady Wardogs. With about a little bit more than 5 minutes. Jocelyn Wiry drives and was able to get a shot off, but she misses it. Rebounded by Jolie Bell. She tried to get a shot up, and Macy Reinhardt commits the foul. That's her second personal foul. So Jada Williams will check in at the free throw. Nope, I guess it was on the floor. So they won't be shooting free throws. So I thought they were shooting free throws because it was on a shot, but I guess it was on the floor when they called the foul. Therefore, it's going to be an inbound play here. Or maybe not. Depends on what they come up with. I'd like to say they're going to look at the replay, but high school hasn't adopted that just yet. Unless you're at home on Wardog TV, then you can run it back and see what transpired there, but not able to do that here. Okay. Still on 11. Still on Macy Reinhardt. Foul was called on her. I think that Coach Baxter was thinking it was on someone else because that gets Macy her second personal foul, which makes it tough for her to finish out this game. You don't want to give her that third foul before halftime if at all possible. We've got to be better with the ball right there. Kind of got a little relaxed with the ball. And Macy's coming back in. That's a basket by Jocelyn Wyrick. That puts them up 8-6, and it's been a while since we've scored, at least 3-4 minutes. The last part of the first quarter, and so far this second quarter, neither team scored until just then. Oh, another travel. Macy Reinhardt's checking in for Riley Edmondson. And Paisley Young's going to check in for Logan Cheney. And not sure, we're going man defense. Lady Wardogs are picking them up. Hayden Pilkington's picking her up at half court. And ball off Lady Wardogs. It'll be the Lady Owls ball underneath their own basket here. Still a man, that's what we're trying to guard from, for that not to happen. McKenna Lawson, that's her first 2 of the night. That puts Lady Owls up 10-6 on a 4-0 run right here. Nice pass inside. We're going to have a foul called on the Owls. See who it is here. 2. Be Jocelyn Wyrick. That'll be her first personal for the night. That puts Jada Williams at the line to shoot 2. She's able to make the first one. That gets the Lady Wardogs on the board here in the second quarter. And makes the second one. Excellent job. Okay, now we're picking them up full court here with defense. Nice hustle right there. Great effort to try to get a hand on that. Now Coach Baxter's going to switch up defenses here, I believe. And we're going to have a little timeout in the action here so we can tie a shoe. Okay, 1-3-1 defense. Back to the zone. Ball in the corner for a three-pointer. No good. And fighting for the rebound down low. Jada Williams, nice job right there getting the rebound, getting position, getting the rebound. Looks like that is going to be on McKenna Lawson. That's her first personal. Importantly, that's their second team foul of this quarter. Once they get to that 5, then it's going to be bonus for the Lady Wardogs shooting free throws for the rest of this quarter. Nice follow-up by Macy Reinhardt. To knock the score up at 10 apiece. Again, now we're tied up again. Got a hand on it, knocked it away. Jada Williams brings it down. Back out to Hayden Pilkington. Pass over to Paisley Young, who kind of went a little wild. Lady Wardogs retain possession right here. We have Jaylee Campbell checking in for the Owls. And Logan Cheney checks back in for Paisley Young. The Lady Wardogs will have the ball underneath their own basket here. We'd love to see them figure out some way of getting an easy shot right here. Out to Macy, she drives, got a hand on it. Fairland Owls, Ryan Long, nope. Now Pilkington drives to the hole, puts a shot up, and goes! And they count it. And it's going to be on McKenna Lawson. That's her second personal. And Hayden Pilkington, that's her 4th point of the night, and that puts the Lady Wardogs up 12-10. And she's able to complete the 3-point play. Put them up 3 here with about 2 minutes and 40 seconds left here before halftime. And that was Jocelyn Wyrick going to the hole hard, and she's going to get fouled by Hayden Pilkington. That's her first personal. That'll put Jocelyn at the line. Shooting 2. Oh, that hit every part of the rim and still came out. Front, back, side, side, and came out. And her second shot, nice. And she's able to convert on that. That gives her 3 points on the night. Cuts the score to 13-11. Lady Wardogs, they continue to be in that man defense that's not being aggressive. Looks like the three-point line is going to be their limit. They're not going to go out any further than that. And we're going to have to do a better job of handling that. Looking for those open areas and setting some screens and coming off screens. A big part of, you go set a screen, a big part of it is the person who's trying to get the ball. They have to set up their man to get the screen. And Lake and McCoy with the 3-point. Too late. Fairland follows it up. Was not able to go. Now we got a tied up jump ball. Possession goes to the Owls with about 2 minutes left here. They'll have the ball up underneath their own basket here. Last time they had it underneath their basket, had an easy 2-footer. Not this time. Nice job by the Lady Wardogs. And back out for another 3-pointer, and it's good. Callie Moncada, that's her second 3-pointer of the evening. Okay, we have discussion by the referees here. Let's see what's going on. Okay, they were correcting that last inbounds by the Owls was because she stepped out of bounds. Miami stepped out of bounds. It wasn't possession. So they had to switch the possession back. Okay, with that 3-pointer, the Owls have taken the lead 14-13 with about a minute 50 left here in the second quarter. And a costly turnover there. And Jocelyn bringing it down. Another 3-pointer. Oh, 2 in a row. Moncada. That's 3 threes on the night. We got a timeout in the action here for the Lady Wardogs. I talked about that earlier. Teams getting on a run. We'd struggled early on, but now Fairland Owls have gotten on a run right here. And went up 17-13. Minute 30 left in the second quarter. Team fouls. Lady Wardogs are at 4. And Fairland Lady Owls are at 3. Once we get to that 5th one, for either team, then we go into bonus, they'll start shooting free throws. That definitely would help if Fairland was getting that. It'd help Lady Wardogs get to the line. But you never know. So coach calls timeout here to kind of stop some of the momentum of that run for the Fairland. So it'll be Miami's ball underneath the basket here, and they'll bring the ball down. See if they've made any adjustments here to the Fairland Lady Owls defense, because it looks like it's going to be the same. They're playing man, but they're not going to get past the 3-point line. That's their limit. They want to play man, but they're trying to limit. 3-point shot, Ryan Long with the 3-pointer off the backboard. That cuts the lead to 1. I think she even called that. She called backboard before she hit that. Regardless, it's still a score. Callie Moncada with another 3. She was not able to get that one. She was getting hot there. She's hit 3 threes already in the game. 52 seconds left here in the second quarter. Lady Owls up by 1. Lady Wardogs here set to go. Still trying to get the ball inside, screening each other, and we just got to be patient right here. Don't get in a big hurry. If it's not there the first time, continue and running your offense until it comes up. And take care of the ball. Ryan Long was a little long, unfortunately. Oh, it's going to be Fairland's ball. Nice hustle down there by Jada Williams, but she was out of bounds when she touched the ball. So we're going to... Okay, 1-3-1 again. This semi-pressure with 18 seconds left here. Down one. Okay, dribble in. There was no trap there. And we got back over. And this one's Lakin McCoy for the three. That gives her 8 on the night. That's the end of the second quarter with the Fairland Owls with a rush there towards the end to go up 20-16 over the Lady Wardogs. We're going to take a break right here, and we'll be back for the second half action. I'll kind of give you a rundown of what happened in the first half. But I'm going to turn it off here for the Miami Eds and the cheer team so you can watch them, enjoy them. So I'll be back here in just a bit. And we're back here. We have 3 minutes left here before we tip off the second half. And just a little review of what we saw in the first half here with the Lady Wardogs and the Lady Owls of Fairland. And the first quarter was pretty slow and methodical and not much action, slow. Both teams only scored 6 points. And it wasn't so much that the defense was aggressive and being overplaying or anything like that. It was just that both offenses were stagnant and not moving around a lot. When they're standing still and not moving a lot, it's easier to guard them. But when you see a lot of action, a lot of moving around and passing and cutting and a lot of ball movement and things like that, it's much harder to guard. So first quarter, pretty stagnant, not much going on either team. Second quarter, it turned around a little bit. Fairland went up, had a nice little, I think it was a 4-0 run. Then the Wardogs came back, and then the Fairland Owls took it over again with another run. Took it up with another run. They were able to score 14 points in that second quarter versus the 10 points by the Lady Wardogs, which brings the halftime score to Lady Owls 20 and Lady Wardogs at 16. The second half will begin to start here in about a minute and 20 seconds. Before we do that, just a few announcements and upcoming events. First up, this is Wardog TV, and this is being brought to you by student-led kids who are interested in wanting to put on media of this nature. And we have a couple, and I'd like to recognize them, Kiara Richards and Ava Huff. They're giving up their time on a Thursday night when, or Friday nights, or whenever we have home games. They give up a lot of time there to come up here and do this. Also, Mr. Ronnie Harner, who's here tonight helping those students, and to David Frazier, who is the Miami Public Schools Director of Communication. And I appreciate their faith in me to be able to run this and do the play-by-play by live stream. Also the administration, Athletic Director Rusty Mercer as well. Well, we are getting ready to start here. The possession will go to the Lady Owls here to begin the second half. But just a few things coming up. As I said earlier, tonight's games are the last ones for our basketball teams before the winter break. And then the next action for them will be after the winter break on January 9th through the 11th. Obviously, they'll be practicing when they're able to during the winter break to work on some things and stay in condition. But January 9th comes around pretty quick once we come back. We are coming back. The students will be back on the 8th, and then they'll start on that Thursday once we come back. So here we go. Second half has started. Lady Owls with possession. Lady Wardogs in 1-2-2 zone here. Drives baseline. Not able to make that shot. Logan Cheney with the rebound. She'll bring it up. And they're continuing to be in their man defense where the three-point line is their limit. Lady Wardogs they don't shoot many threes. They really try to get the ball inside because that's kind of where they have their advantage. They don't shoot a ton of threes. I mean, Fairland shot a bunch of threes. I don't think maybe Miami has maybe shot 2 or 3. That's it. And we're going to have a blocking foul here on Ryan Long. That's her first personal of the night. And Fairland will retain possession here. Good try, but on the sideline right there, you almost got to have your foot on the sideline to keep from getting that blocking foul. And that's what it was. Now it went to a 1-3-1, trying to switch things up a little bit to confuse the Owls. Oh, an air pass. I believe it's going to be a turnover. It'll be Lady Wardog's ball. Tried to skip past it over the defense to the opposite side right there, and it got away from her a little bit, went out of bounds. And the Wardogs will be bringing it up. They'll get a second try here, the second possession of this second half. They're in a 2-1-2 set, it looks like. There's Hayden Pilkington driving through the lane. Nice look, just a little too hard. Not able to convert there. Yeah. And looks like the Owls kind of got away with a double dribble right there. And the Lady Wardogs got possession. Logan Cheney backing her defender down. Tries to pass. There's a skip pass. Ryan Long, they closed out on her. She was not able to get that three off. Pass into Macy. They are really packing it in, and they're doing a nice job of switching. Oh, we got a break there and got the ball. Macy got the rebound. She's not able to convert. And the Owls get possession. And Lady Wardogs continue with their zone defense here. And another skip pass. Lakin McCoy gets a shot blocked by Logan Cheney. Back out to Callie Moncada, who has hit 3 threes already tonight, but wasn't able to get that one. Ryan Long, nice job with the pump fake to draw the foul. She'll be shooting 2 free throws. That foul was on Jocelyn Wiring. That's her second personal. That puts Ryan Long at the line to shoot 2. Hopefully she's able to convert on these. And the first one's a little to the left. Nope. That's okay. You should get this one. Got to regroup right here. Free throw shooting has a lot to do with rhythm. You want practice. You want those girls to shoot the free throws the same way every time, so that they get in a rhythm. They get in a habit to where when they get to the line, it's a habit. It's just a reaction. Muscle memory. Off of the Owls right there, I believe. No, off of the Lady Wardogs. So it'll be the Owls ball underneath their own basket. And again, we're trying to keep they tried to get that short 2-footer right there. We were able to get a hand on it. Nicely done. But they'll retain possession right here. And back out to the top. Reset. Moncada again. Nice job right there by Jolie Bell, the freshman, to recognize that ball was off a little bit and was able to get the rebound. And she gets fouled by Ryan Long. That's her second. And she'll be at the line shooting 2. Yeah, the three-pointer was off a little bit, and Jolie was able to recognize that and was able to get rebounding position and then go up with it and drew the foul. Okay, Paisley Young will check in for Ryan Long. She has 2 personal fouls. Here's the second free throw here by Jolie Bell. No good, a little too hard. Rebound comes off Long to Hayden Pilkington, ends up with it. And they got it all set up right here. You got to be patient right here. It's not just going to come right off the bat. Had Logan Cheney cut. Now we get the ball in there. Macy Reinhardt. That's one of the best looks we've had so far this half, and she wasn't able to convert. Rebounded. But Jocelyn Wiring, she brings it up the floor all the way. To the free throw, Jolie. Jolie wasn't able to make that one, Jolie Bell. And the Owls are still up 21-17 over the Lady Wardogs. Lady Wardog's done a nice job defensively. They're struggling offensively. That's a nice pass by Hayden Pilkington to Macy Reinhardt. That's her 6th point of the night. And the Owls are able to convert on that one. And that was by Jaylee Campbell with their first 2 of the night. Check that on Macy. That's her 3rd point of the night. Check that 4th point of the night. Sorry about that. Got my stats off just a little bit. Put it on the wrong line. And the Owls are pushing it up the floor. They get it back. Lady Wardogs got back in time to where they didn't get a layup. Ball comes off. We didn't get the rebound. Callie Moncada with a 3. No good. Too hard. Long rebounded by Hayden Pilkington. She's had quite a few of those tonight already. Okay, now offensively, see if we can get something generated right here. The last 2 possessions, we haven't had a bad look here. We just got to continue to be patient and disciplined here, because you may not get the shot on the first try. You may have to wait. Nice pass inside, not able to convert on it. That was definitely a nice pass inside by Hayden Pilkington. Baseball pass down into the corner to Callie Moncada. Back out, 3-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Riley Edmondson to Hayden Pilkington. Hayden Pilkington brings it out so we can run our offense here. 23-19 in favor of the Owls. Inside to Macy, no good. Had a good look though. Now Riley Edmondson with the rebound, and we're going to have, I believe it's on her shot, so she's going to get to shoot 2 here. 0-0, Lakin McCoy, that's her 2nd personal. And that'll put Riley Edmondson at the line. Alexis Walker's getting set to check in. And Rocky's able to hit that first one. That's 3 points on the night for her. Cuts the score to 3 here. They're down 3. And another one nicely done there by Riley Edmondson. That's her 4th point of the night. Cuts the lead to 2. Now we got to continue to play defense, or our zone defense here. And they're kind of in a 1-3-1 set right here. Fairland is to attack this 1-2-2 because they want to put somebody in the middle. That's where the weakness is on the 1-2-2. See her right there, and they tried to get it to her. Then Hayden Pilton gets a hand on it, but she does a lot of that. Tried to make the pass to Logan Cheney, but Fairland got a hand on it. Cheney with the 3, and it's short. May have got partially blocked. We're going to have a foul on Alexis Walker after the rebound. That's her 2nd personal. And Jada Williams will check in for Alexis. Still 2-point lead by the Owls with about a minute left in the 3rd quarter. They continue to look for those cutters underneath. The Owls are in the middle of that defense. See, there goes 31. There's another 3-point shot. No good. Jada Williams had the rebound on the backside. But, yep. And it's off Fairland. I'm not sure Jada thought it was. I think she thought it was off of her. She might be right, but regardless, it's Lady Wardog's ball. Aubrey Kinsey's going to check in for the Lady Wardogs. Nice take there by Paisley. She lost the handle on it. Oh, nice easy layup here by Callie Montada. That gives her 11 points right there. I'm not sure we didn't get anybody back right there. We should never give up something like that. And we got a high pick and roll. Passed inside to Jada. Jada gets it blocked. And we're going to have, that's going to be Lady Wardog's ball underneath our own basket. Ryan Long's going to check back in for Paisley Young. And it should be Miami's ball. Let's see if we can get a convert right here and get a score. Had to go out front. Oh, Ryan Long was not able to get the handle on it. Good hustle by Riley Edmondson, but she was able to get that score. That last score was made by Aubrey Kinsey. That's her first two of the night to put the Lady Owls up 27-21. And scoring for this, for that quarter, Lady Wardogs dropped off to only score 5 points. And the Lady Owls scored 7. Still, once again, not much offense going on there in the first quarter or the third quarter. But nevertheless, the Lady Owls are up 6 here to begin this fourth quarter. Hopefully the Lady Wardogs get something going here and get some stuff fixed here to run their offense, to get more shots. I have to say, though, the third quarter has been better. We've gotten a few more better looks at the basket without being contested so much or off balance or anything like that. Kind of running the offense, trying to get something. We found Macy down low a couple times and got a few easy buckets, but it's been few and far between. We get a run, 2 or 3, and we don't convert on those. We're not getting many more chances. Okay, beginning in the fourth quarter right here. Wardogs will have the possession, and Fairland's continuing to play their man defense that is not very aggressive. And when they screen, Ryan Long with off the backboard, 3. That's the second time she's done that, so I think she is calling it. I know she's calling it now. That's that old adage, that old joke, hit it off the backboard, and sometimes it goes in there and you're not meaning for it to, and it does. And somebody will say, well, you didn't call it. Well, I think Ryan's calling it. That's 2 of them she's hit off the backboard. Cut the score to 27-24. Oh, nice defense by Ryan Long. Good lob pass inside there. Ryan Long did a nice job of rotating to the ball and was able to get a hand on it to keep from that short 2-footer. Now we have to stay here. There we go. We don't want to give up an easy one. In the middle of the lane, back out to Jolie. She's driving baseline, passes back to the middle. Nicely done there. Jaylee Campbell with her 4th point of the night. That puts them back up 5 with a little bit more than 7 minutes left in the ball game. Now we're weaving, trying to get a cutter, a backdoor cut. And I'm having trouble seeing right now. There it is right there, Ryan Long. Kind of off balance. Kind of rushed it. That's not what I'd call a good look. What are we going to have here? We're going to have a foul called on Lady Wardogs. Let's see who it's on. Red? And we got a little confusion on who that foul was on. And well, they're going to talk about it. And he's trying to remember who it's going to be on, but he knows there's a foul on Lady Wardogs. Well, okay, we're just going to put it as a team foul, but he can't remember who the personal foul was on. Not sure that 11, the other official stepped in and helped, and that's Macy's third personal foul. He wasn't sure who it was, so we pick out maybe one of our better players and give the foul to her. We didn't come out sitting pretty on that one. But nevertheless, here we go. And, almost a 5-second call right there. Good defense by the Lady Wardogs. And now we're stepping up our pressure a little bit and forcing them to try to dribble penetrate against this. It's still zone. We got a 3-point shot, and it's short, no good. And it's going to be off Lady Wardogs. So it'll be, once again, it'll be the Fairland Howls with the ball underneath their own basket. Hopefully we continue to play good inbounds defense right here and not let them get the ball down inside on the block. Yes, if we're going to give up one, give up that one. Now we get our defensive going. And we're there to get the ball inside. Back out to Moncada. No good. No good. She hit some early, about 3 of them, and then she's went cold since then. Lady Wardogs here hopefully going to cut this lead, this 5-point lead down. And they're continuing to try to get the ball at the high post here, and then they're going to cut off of her. Now we look a little confused here. Not sure exactly what we're supposed to be doing here. Coach Goody, he's trying to get him. He's got it. He called it. Now we're in it, I believe. High screen and roll. We're weaving and screening. There's a 3-pointer. We don't shoot many of those, but nicely done by Macy Reinhardt to get the rebound. That 3-pointer was just a little short off the front of the rim. Inside to Logan. Down to Macy. She loses the handle on it. Jocelyn Wyrick takes over. And Fairland Owls are pushing it. Moncada, no good. And a hustle for the ball. And it goes to the Owls. And passed down low to Jolie Bell. That's her 3rd point of the night. Now they've spread the lead to 7 here. We need a conversion here. We need to score something. We can't continue to not score after they score, being already down. I think I might have got partially blocked right there, got a hand on it. And they're still continuing to push the ball down with that 7-point lead. 3-pointer from the corner, no good, short. Hayden Pilkington with another rebound, a long rebound. Logan Cheney, 3-pointer short. And there's the long pass. And the layup. Jaylee Campbell, that's her 6th point. Coach Baxter called a timeout. Coach Baxter calls a timeout here. Hopefully stop that momentum, because now they've went on a run and they're up 33-24. Up 9. Here with 4 minutes left the 4th quarter. Wardogs are still struggling offensively, trying to get something going to score. Last couple of possessions, the shots that they've gotten were not what I'd call high quality. But early on they were. They just gotta remain patient and continue executing. If you don't get the first one option, you may get the 2nd, 3rd, or the 4th option. They just have to be disciplined, keep going. Excuse me. On the other hand, the Fairland Lady Owls, they've been pushing the ball down, trying to get back before Miami can set up their defense. and it's leaving a few more open areas for them. And they're able to knock those shots down. They haven't made too many threes this game. Made a few, made more than Miami, but they've just kind of went cold on the three-point, but they're getting other things. They're rebounding it and getting second opportunities, and they're able to convert on. So we're gonna go back to action here with 4 minutes 5 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Lady Wardogs are down 9. And they have possession now, and they'll bring it down. Hopefully we get a conversion right here and score. And they're continuing with their, let's call it a relaxed man defense. And nice pass inside, not able to convert. Alexis Walker almost tied it up. Just got it a little too far underneath the basket there, and that almost makes the backboard a defender, because if you get too far behind it, the backboard becomes a defender. And so then you got to bend backward trying to get an angle to where you can make that. And I think that's what happened to Riley Edmondson right there. Okay, now it looks like the Owls with 9-point lead here is going to try to take some time off, and they're going to make Miami stretch their defense out, which is going to make more spacing for them to beat them off the dribble or hit the open person. But they have that luxury being up 9. Take time off and to get things spread out more. As you can see, we're having to be a little bit more aggressive out here because we're 9 points down. We got a 5-second call. Great defense by Riley Edmondson right there. Create that 5-second call out front here. So now that's a turnover on the Owls. Now this will be Wardog's ball. But they're again continuing. We have to convert here. We have to get something offensively going. Whether we play good defense or not, we've got to be able to convert on the other end. Little too far on that shot, but not able to get the rebound. Now we're back to defense. And there again, as I said, we're having to come out a little bit more. We've matched up. We're playing man now. Trying to get some turnovers here. Either an errant pass or maybe get a reach or something and pick the ball out. They've only got one team foul thus far in this fourth quarter. Once they get to that fifth one, they'll make Fairland start shooting free throws. As you can see, Fairland's doing a nice job right here of keeping the ball away. It's a game of keep away right now, so that they take time off the clock. And right now, I'd say they've taken at least a minute off. But he saw that they weren't really executing it very well, so Fairland takes a timeout here. With 1:59 left in the ball game, they're up 9, 33-24. Again, defense, Fairland is doing a nice job of taking care of the ball, not turning it over, except that last one there with a 5-second call. But they're trying to take time off the clock. Now the clock is an enemy for the Lady Wardogs. The game has been very competitive, very close up until late in the third quarter and into this fourth quarter, and they've stretched the lead to 9. The Lady Wardogs had the lead early on, and then a run by the Fairland Owls took the lead. Halftime score was 20-16. Third quarter had the Lady Owls adding a 2 to their lead by outscoring the Lady Wardogs 7-5 in the third quarter. Okay, timeout is over here. Well, it'll be interesting to see. I'm sure that Fairland's still going to try to milk time off that clock and make our defense. We're going to have to come out and play man. I'm sure Coach Baxter is going to have them come out and play man, be aggressive, play the passing lanes, so that we can try to create turnovers, because all they're going to, if we don't, they're just going to stand out and dribble it and take time off the clock. Oh, not sure what was going on there. Not sure. A mess up there by the Lady Wardogs after the timeout. I think they thought they had possession right there, but it was Fairland who had possession. So they took their defense to the other end of the floor. And Fairland had a nice, easy layup right there. Foul on Logan Cheney right there. More than anything else, probably a little bit of frustration right there. Things started off pretty good and then just kind of gradually gotten worse. Struggling offensively, so a little frustration's bound to come out. But after she tangled her up and she went to the floor, she picked her up. Good sportsmanship there by Logan Cheney. Now the Owls will have possession right here on the score table side. They got the ball in quickly. Now the Lady Wardogs have got to come out. They got to come out and they've got to try to create a turnover here. Got to be on them tight. And then we got to help defense. If they beat us off the dribble, they've probably been coached to hit an open free layup, but anything other than that, they don't. So we're going to begin the fouling. Okay, that's Macy Reinhardt's. That is her fourth foul. Okay, we've got 2 more fouls to give here before we start putting Fairland on the line, and we're down 11. After that mess up, that last possession, giving Fairland a easy 2-pointer. We stripped the ball, we're trying to get it, and she's on the sideline. Good job by the Lady Wardogs there. Ryan Long and Hayden Pilkington team up right there to get the turnover. We're going to have to probably, with 49 seconds left here, we're going to have to look for the 3-pointer, and still just may not be enough. Being down 11. As I said, we're just struggling offensively. That man defense that they're running where it's relaxed is really, really keeping us from doing what we need to do to run our offense. And we just have not scored in the fourth quarter. We got a jump ball. Possession will go to Fairland with 30 seconds left. And Lady Wardogs this quarter have only scored 3 points. So as I said, their offensive woes have really continued and sputtered in this fourth quarter so that the Fairland Owls were able to stretch their lead. It still stands at 11 points, and it'll be Fairland's ball. And I'm sure you're going to see full court pressure here by the Lady Wardogs. But I'm afraid even if they get a turnover, hit a 3 here, it's just not enough time for them to make up that 11-point deficit. But we'll see what's going on here in just a little bit. And after this game's over with, we're going to have the boys tip off. Be about a 20-minute break. Okay. And I'll be back about 5 minutes before that, kind of give you a preview of the boys' game, and we should have a good one, another good one. Last game against Oologah went into overtime. It was a very, very good game. We didn't come out on the winning side, but it was a very, very good game. So we are full court pressure here, man. Here, and usually they'll send someone long, and there's 22. She went long. Got the turnover here. We need to get a shot off quickly. Need to hit that 3-pointer right there. No good. And a rebound by Logan Cheney. Nice shot right there to try to get the 2. Not able to. And she's going to get foul called on her. That's her third personal. Fourth team foul on Lady Wardogs. They still got 1 foul to go to put Fairland in the bonus. But hopefully we get I thought we was going to get a 5-second call right there. 15 seconds left here, counting. Now 11 seconds counting. Hayden Pilgrim was able to get a hand on that, knock it out of bounds. We're still continuing full court pressure, trying to get a turnover here. And she didn't have an option, so she threw it off Hayden's knees. You see that a lot. And there's the ball inbounded. Riley Edmondson's probably needed to foul here, but they're not going to call it. With 4 seconds left, they're just not going to call it. Okay. And that's it for tonight at Lady Wardogs. Put up a tough fight tonight against number 20th ranked Fairland Lady Owls, but they come up short by 11 points, 35-24. Just offensively struggled to try to score anything all game long. This fourth quarter, they scored 3 points. Third quarter, 5. The biggest quarter they had was second quarter, and they scored 10. So offensively, that's probably a big determining factor for the victory for the Owls and us not being able to score. So I'm going to sign off right here and get a break in here, and then I'll be back for the boys game. And like I said, it should be a good one. Should be a good one. So I'm going to turn it off here, and I'll leave you to it. And signing off. Go Dogs! And we're back here for the tip-off is a minute and a half away. So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Wardog TV. We want to thank you for joining us tonight for the games that we have here at the Security Bank and Trust Center on the campus of Miami High School. Tonight, the Wardogs host the Fairland Owls. Fairland Owls are ranked number 6 in Class 2A with an 8-1 record. And the Wardogs, okay, are 4-3. Lost a heartbreaker last Tuesday versus Ulaga. And so they're trying to redeem themselves here with a win over a ranked team. So this should be a really good game for us. I'll put more preview here in just a little bit, but right now we're going to listen to the national anthem given to us by Sloan Trussler. Another great job by Sloan Trussler from the national anthem. She does a really nice job. She's been doing it the last 2 games. Now here in just a little, we're going to have the starting lineups. First off will be for the Fairland Owls. As I said before, they are ranked number 6 in Class 2A with an 8-1 record. Their lone loss came to a number 7 ranked Preston. First game of the year, and they've won every game since, including the game versus Vertigus, which the lady, or not, excuse me, I'm still in the first game, okay, 65-61 in overtime over Ulaga, which the Wardogs lost on Tuesday night to Ulaga in overtime. So, playing the scores and everything else, this is going to be a good game. Should be a good, tight game. But you never know. So here's the Wardogs starting lineup. And those are your starting lineups. I will go back over those here in a second. We may have a technical difficulty. Oh, I've got the thumbs up. So for the Fairland Owls, we have number 0, Marquine Webb is a senior. Number 1, Max Stevens is a junior. Number 3, Carson Schertz is a junior. Number 10, Colt Kinsey is a junior. And number 11, Nick O'Neill is a senior. For your Wardogs, Beckett Suter, a 5'8 freshman. Number 10, Cam Humble, a 6'1 freshman. Lane Walder, a 5'10 freshman. Colt Noki, a 6'3 senior. And rounding out is Wake Roblier at 6'7 junior. And the tip is controlled by the Fairland Owls. And Miami, once again, is in their man defense. And Fairland gets the ball at the elbow for the jumper, no good. Wake, who's leading the team in rebounds, gets another one to add to that total. And Fairland also is in man defense as well. And right now, a little bit of an advantage for the Owls in height. As you can see there out front, Beckett Suter is being guarded by someone probably 4 to 6 inches taller than him. But I believe Beckett might have a little bit of an advantage in the quickness. We'll see. We'll see how it pans out here. High screen and roll. Okay. Cam Humble has got the start tonight. And our first basket of the night is by Nick O'Neill. Puts Fairland up 2-0. And the Wardogs continue. The leading scorers for the Wardogs is Lane Walder, number 13, a freshman, and Wake Roblier, he's averaging the same as Lane. They're both at a 15 points per game clip. And a turnover by the Wardogs. And Fairland comes down, and then they turn it over. Nice play down there by Beckett Suter. Got the ball and then threw it off a Fairland player to retain possession. So now the Wardogs going with their second possession of the game. They're continuing to run they're going to try to get post up and get. Cam Humble has an advantage on number 1. Oh, good shot, yeah. Yeah, nice left hand there by Colt Noki. That foul's on Colt Kinsey, that's his first. And Colt Noki will scored that too. They counted the basket, he'll shoot 1 free throw. And he's able to make that one. Puts the Wardogs up 3-2. That was nice off-balance play with the left hand by Colt Noki. Got bumped a little bit, but he's still strong enough to be able to get that shot off and was able to get it to roll around and make it. Got a three-pointer, and it's good by Colt Kinsey. And here comes the Wardogs. Now they've switched men. Now you've got Beckett Suter, number 1, guarding him, because they got in a situation where Cam Humble had an advantage. He was being guarded by 1. Wake Roblier with the 2-pointer. That knocks the game back up at 5. And here we go, Fairland, number 3, Carson Schertz with a 2-pointer. Nice. Beat him off the dribble, was able to beat him off the dribble and get to the basket. High screen and roll here with Wake and Beckett. And Colton, back out to Colton. He traveled. A little bit of shuffling of his feet before he was able to get. He used a pump fake, but then he's got to put the ball on the floor before he shuffles. And he did. He was not able to do it that time, so it's a turnover on the Wardogs. Owls will take over here. Marquine Webb right here has got the ball. He penetrates into the middle. Oh, we have an offensive foul on number 11, Nick O'Neill. That must have been a moving screen. I didn't see it. I was watching the ball, but we got a moving screen. He set the screen, and then as the Miami player was trying to get around it, he moved. That's a player control foul. That's his first of the night, and that's a second team foul by Fairland. And here we go. Wake down low as that's his fourth point. Nice job with the pass down there. Wake was able to finish it. Dribbled it off his foot. Colt Kinsey. And backdoor cut right there. He's able to get past Cam. Marquine Webb hits the three. Lane Walder penetrates. Got a hand on it right there. Knocked it out of his hand. Now we got three. Colt Kinsey with the drive. I believe foul's going to be on Wake. And it'll be on the shot. He'll be shooting two. Yep, on Wake, that's his first personal. That puts Carson Schertz on the line. And he missed the first one. We got some subs in here by the Owls. We got 24, Carter Ramsey. Number 4, Blake Murray. And number 2, Quentin Webb. Second free throw's good by Carson Schertz. That's 3 points for him on the night. Wardogs find themselves 4 points down right now. And Wake getting down low. Oh, he got too far behind the backboard right there. And when you do that, that backboard becomes a defender. Nice pass inside, nice block. Oh, no, not a block. Thought it was. Oh, that's Wake's second. That's a crucial foul right there for the Wardogs. That's his second personal. That puts Carter Ramsey at the line, shooting two. And it all started because of that pass. Carson Schertz made a nice pass right there to get it to Carter. And Wake had to foul. And his second misses both free throws. Marquine Webb with the rebound. Not able to convert. And the Wardogs will get that ball. We'll get it. Owls are still in their man defense here. They're up 4. Miami's still trying to feel them out here a little bit, trying to figure out what they can and can't do. Missed the layup right there. Now Fairland's pushing it down the floor. Marquine Webb, Quentin Webb out there. I'm assuming they're related. Now they're in a zone. Wardogs are in a zone now. And there's a screen right there to leave Marquine open for the runner. Gives him 5 on the night. Owls are doing a nice job of playing defense there. Blake Suter into Colt Noki. Colt Noki with the score. And he's still down. And that foul is on Carter Ramsey. But Colt Noki is down on the floor. I believe he's banged his elbow. So they're checking him. And he's going to get up on his own. And he's going to shoot free throws. And it's his right arm. That's his shooting hand. And we've got Nick O'Neal checking back in for Carter Ramsey. And here we go, Colton. Oh, too short on the free throw. Wasn't able to convert on that one. Fairland's going to bring it back. Up 4. Still about 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. Both teams seem to be kind of feeling each other out, trying to figure out, both of them are playing aggressive man defense, trying to figure out what's going to work and what's not going to work. But Fairland's been, here of late, been picking it up. They're with the dribble drive. It's able to get to the basket. Wardogs are got to figure out that help defense on the backside to get over there and stop the ball. Blake Suter with the runner, no good. Tipped around, and Carson Schertz comes up with the rebound. And Fairland's got the ball, bringing it down. And there's the one post to the other post. Didn't go. Nice pass right there. Good execution by the Owls. As I said earlier, Lane Walder's been one of our leading scorers this year, and they are really paying attention to him, especially with Wake out. And there's the runner by Lane, and not able to get it to go. Fairland's bringing the ball back with a minute left, up 6. They're continuing to dribble drive and get to the basket. Errant pass in there. Is able for the turnover. Colton Oakey in the corner, driving baseline. They shut it off, and when he crossed over, they got a hand on it. Blake Murray was able to get a hand on that. .34 seconds left here. It looks like they're going to slow it down and get the last shot here. They're going to go what I used to call a 1-4 flat, where they're going to isolate Cam Humble. We got to travel. They're going to isolate Cam Humble, go one-on-one where everyone else is down on the baseline. And then when he gets by him, somebody's going to have to come off the help, and he'll dish. That's the idea behind what they were trying to do there. But the Wardogs are able to come out and scramble and kind of put a trap and put a 2-on-1 there and force Carson into a travel. Now we've got a half-court pressure right here. Good job of not getting to the trap area and getting a nice pass inside there to Cam Humble for his first 2 of the night. And Fairland's already heading back the other way. Oh, a charge on. That's a charge. Player control of basket will not count. And that will be on Carson Schertz. That's his first personal with the charge. Basket will not count. And the Wardogs got the ball here with .6 left. And they're just going to let it run out. That was a crucial call right there towards the end. And the Wardogs was able to get 11 points that quarter. And the Fairland Owls was able to get 15. We have a 4-point lead by the Owls here. As I said, both teams are kind of feeling each other out, still trying to get it going. Both teams are very capable of scoring more than 11, 15 a quarter. So I bet you probably this second quarter we're going to start seeing a little bit more scoring going on because they get their offense going on both sides. Defense has been good. It's been aggressive. But still, offensively, they're wanting to score some more. As I said, the Wardogs are 4-3 so far this season. They have wins over Skytook, Verdigris, Dove Science Academy, Veneta, and close losses to Tulsa Webster, and a tough one on Tuesday to Oologah in overtime. I already talked about Fairland being 8-1, ranked number 6 in 2A. And again, they've played a common opponent was Oologah. Oologah lost to Fairland 65-61 in overtime, but they were able to get a win over the Wardogs 70-67 on Tuesday in overtime. So if you go by that, both teams come in here, and it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a good, hard-fought game. It's going to be a close game. And I'm getting ready here for the first possession of the second quarter. Wardogs will get first possession here. And it looks like the Wardogs are setting up something just a little different here to try to get things going. try to get a few more open looks inside, but I see Wake is not in. He has started. He's got 2 fouls early. And can't afford to get our pretty much a lone post. We have some others, but he's really our post player. Get him in foul trouble. I think that Blake Suter shot that, but I think they got a hand on it. That's Max Stevens with the 3, and he didn't get it to go. Markeen Webb comes up with it. He's penetrating a runner. No good. And Cam Humble. Not really a rebound, but he tipped it to Blake to where it's kind of a rebound indirectly, I guess you could say. The Wardogs are getting a little bit more movement here, start of the second quarter. Still high screen and roll. Up near the top of the circle. Blake Suter with the 3, no good. Just a little off to the left. Score remains 15-11. And the Wardogs went to a 2-3 zone right here. With Wake out, kind of makes it a little tough. Rebounding-wise, getting a 2-3 kind of helps that situation out. Nice hands by Lane Walder, and he's going for the layup. The other end, nice. And he scores. That's his first 2 of the night. Great defense there by Lane. And back at it here is the Owls. They're continuing to move the ball around the perimeter and try to get the defense to move, find those open areas. And Schertz with the 3, no good, but Markeen gets the rebound. Markeen with the 3, no good. Rebounded by Cam Humble. 15-13 and Owls. And we've got Wake Roblers waiting to go in. We got, a block shot there by Carson Schertz on Beckett Suter. And what we got here? And we'll see what that's on Cam Humble. That is his first personal. First personal right there. Markeen's going to go to the line. And he's going to be shooting 2 shots here. And he makes the first one. And that brings Wake back in for Cam Humble. Wake's got to play smart right here. Not pick up that 3rd foul. You'd rather have 3 fouls for him in the second half as opposed to the first. And Markeen's able to convert that second one. He's got 7 on the night so far. And they've stretched the lead back to 4. Wardogs had cut it to 2. And again, the Wardogs are getting more active right here. There again, there's a few mismatches out there with Beckett and Schertz, but Schertz pretty athletic, but he's just got a few more inches on him. Beckett gets the rebound there. Back to Lane. Lane's got a foul. Lane was going to the hole. Okay, it's going to be on Max Stevens. That's his first personal, and Miami will have the ball underneath their own basket here. Nice take there by Lane Walder to get to the basket, draw the foul. Screening, trying to get the ball out here for a 3-point shot, was not able to. Dribble drive with the runner, no good. Long pass to Markeen for the layup, no good. Now back, we're kind of both teams pushing the ball, and we're not able to get a handle on that one, so it'll be Fairland's ball with 5 minutes left, down 4. Or I'm sorry, they're up 4. And Fairland have the ball here. And Miami continues with the 2-3 zone here. They'll try to get the ball up high and try to get the low post down there. Drive baseline, feed back to the post. Beckett Suter got a hand on it. Now we got a scramble on it on the floor and still got a scramble. Lane comes up with it. We got a foul called. I believe that's going to be on Colt Kinsey. Yep, Colt Kinsey. That's his second personal. A lot of scrambling for the ball down there, both teams. Great effort right there trying to control that ball. Okay, Wardogs hopefully will get a score here. And we got a three-point shot, no good. Lane Walder, he's usually not off that way, but he kind of rushed it, looked like. The official was in my way, but it looked like he kind of rushed it. Not a good shot for him. That's not what he usually does. So back in the 2-3 zone again. Inside. Oh, nice recovery by Beckett. Got a hand on it. No good. Carson Schurz. Max Stevens with the basket. Fairland's doing a nice job. Nice job down there on rebound. They're getting a lot of second chances with the offensive rebounds. We got a 30-second. We have a 30-second timeout. Thirty-second timeout by the coach from Fairland. He's wanting some fouls called on there, so he got a few words in on him. But Owls are still up 6 with 3:58 left in the second quarter here. Fairland was able to stretch the lead here. Wardogs have still not scored the last 3 to 4 possessions of this second quarter. They have to figure out, they're going to have to get a lot better on the offensive rebounds, on the defensive end, defensive rebounds, so that they don't get but one shot. And we're going to have to do better on offense, get some better shots. Be a little bit more disciplined. Okay, we're going to have a high screen and roll there. They was able to get around it. Carson Schurz back out. Blake Suter. Now we get it down to Wake. Wake with a shot, no good. Colton Oakey, I thought was going to get a hand on it right there, but no score on that possession. Now we're still in our 2-3. Again, a little mismatch on the height between Fairland and the Wardogs. And Fairland's trying to show a little bit of patience here. They got a 4 in, 1 out, and they get the ball to the high post. No good. We got to block him out. We got a break right there. Pushing the ball up the floor. Colton Oakey in the corner, back out to Beckett. Tried to get it to Wake right there. Couldn't get a handle on it. Little errant right there, I guess. Now Wake's going to come back out. Cam Humble checking in for him. 19-13 with 2:50 left here in the second quarter. As advertised, it's going to be a tight game. Tough defense on both ends. Points hard to come by. Max Stevens with the 3, no good. Almost had rebounded with Carter Ramsey. They were able to knock the ball away from him. Fairland fans are really wanting a foul called on that one. Colton Oakey not able to get around him. Kind of lost the handle of the ball. Screen and roll, Beckett. Got a foul called on Blake Murray. That's his first. And that's the team foul. That's Fairland's 3rd team foul. With 2 minutes left, they're at their 3rd team foul. It'd be nice if we could get to the 5th so we start shooting free throws. Thought Beckett had a good shot, and there's Lane. No, much better looking shot that time. Still didn't get it to fall, but much better looking than what it was. See what he does. We got a foul called on the Wardogs. Does he count it? Yes, he does. That's Carson Schurz. Carson Schurz with the 2-pointer, and the foul was on Cam Humble. That's his second of the half. That puts Carson Schertz on the line, shooting one. They counted the basket, and he got the three-point play. Beckett with the three, no good, little short. Bounced off the front of the rim from the corner. Nice put back there by Nick O'Neal. We have got to do a better job of rebounding on the defensive end. Our height advantage is taking over for us, and they're doing a nice job of rebounding. Getting second chance points. Last 4 or 5 possessions. Screen and roll out to Blake. He's trying to dribble inside, got a hand on it, and we got a foul call. Are they going to count it? Counted, and it's on Max Stevens. That's his second personal, and they counted it. Blake Suter with the two-pointer, and he'll be at the line. And he's able to convert on the three-point play. That gives him 3 on the night. That cut the lead now to 8. Less than a minute left here. It looks like Fairland's going to slow it down a little bit here. Try to draw our defense out. Take time off the clock here and try to get the last shot of this quarter. They have that luxury. They're up 8 right now. Coach Suter's wanting them to come out and match up. Now they're man. You don't want to let them just take out the time. We want to try to get a steal or a turnover or something. Thought we had one there. Carson Schertz with a nice pass to number 4. We got a foul on the Wardogs here on the rebound. 14, it's Colton Oakey. That's his first personal. And they called the foul on the rebound. Said he pushed off underneath. And there's Markeen, wasn't able to get it. Nick O'Neal, no good. Markeen again. Carson Schertz out front. Beckett had a steal right there. Pulled up, Max Stevens back out to Carson Schertz for the 3. No good. And that's the quarter. Halftime score. Fairland Owls 24. And the Miami Wardogs 16. Okay, that'll do it for this half. And again, on that second quarter, they went on a roll right there, and they were giving up a lot of second chance points. So, but I'm going to sign off here. I'll get back here right before halftime, let you enjoy the Miamiettes and the Miami cheer team. start the second half of this game with the Fairland Owls up on the Miami Wardogs 24 to 16. The story in the first half was Fairland's just there's a mismatches. Fairland's got a height advantage, and they're doing an excellent job on the offensive rebound side where they're getting the rebounds and able to stick them back in and getting second chance points, whereas the Wardogs are struggling on that end. Offensively for the Wardogs, they've been struggling on the other end to get a little continuity and get some open looks, and they haven't had things go down. That happens, but they're down 8. It's not insurmountable. They can definitely kind of cut it. We don't have to try to get it all now. We got plenty of time here. But there again, Fairland's a good team. As I said earlier, they're ranked number 6 in Class 2A. The winners of 7 straight after losing the first game of the year against number 7 ranked Preston. Wardogs have played extremely well so far this year. I know they're 4-3, but a lot of close games. One of them, there was only one game that it wasn't close. All the others have been competitive. So, there again, we're not getting that rebound. And that may be third one on Wake right there. Yeah, it is. That's his third personal, and he gets within the first minute of the third quarter. That's not good for the Wardogs. Have him in foul trouble. Nick O'Neill shooting free throws, misses the first one. And Cam Humble comes in for Wake. Don't want to get that fourth foul, especially this early. And Nick is able to get the second one to fall. That's 5 points for him on the night. Now they've got a little 1-2-2 half-court trap right here. So Beckett's got to dribble up like he's going to get in that trap area, but then don't and step through, and they did a nice job there. Good idea, but they was able to... Max Stevens is able to get a hand on that. Nice hustle on his part. Okay, Beckett's got it back out in front. As you can see, he's got a mismatch there. He's got a player they switched off. Now Carson Schertz is back on Beckett. Looking inside. Cam Humble is our post player now. High screen and roll. Fairland was able to get around that. Beckett's trying to use his speed to get around him. And Marquine Webb puts still, and he gets the score. That gives him 9. And Wardog get it in before they're able to set up their half-court trap. And Lane Walder, nice job right there by Lane to get his shot off. Marquine Webb's done a nice job on Lane tonight so far. But Lane was able to get the best of him right there. And we're going to have a foul call here. I'm not sure. I think it's going to be on Colton Oakey. We'll see. Yep, it's on Colton Oakey. That's his second. And it was on the shot, so Carson Schertz are going to shoot 2 here. Makes the first one. That gives him 7 on the night so far. And he'll shoot his second one here. Wardog's already got 2 team fouls early in this third quarter, and he makes the second one. That gives him 8. Now you're going to see that half-court pressure here by the Owls. And again, it's going to be weak in the middle. You just got to get the ball in the middle, but you don't want to get it in the trap area. Always keep somebody behind the ball. Now they got the trap right there. They was able to get one. Marquine Webb with the layup, and no good. And Miami got the rebound right there, and they're taking it the other way. 3-point shot by Blake, and it goes. Blake Suter with the 3. That gives him 6 on the night. Out to Max Stevens for the three. No good. Rebounded by the Wardogs. Very good. Very good by the Wardogs. Get that rebound and only give them one shot. Lane Waller with a three. No good. And we're going to have a foul. I believe that's going to be on Colton Oakey. Yep, Colton Oakey. That's his third personal. Third personal on the senior. And the Owls are going to have Blake Murray check in. Not sure he's coming in for Markeen Webb. And the Owls are bringing it up here with an 8-point lead here with 5 minutes left in this third quarter. And Miami continues with the 2-3 zone. Max Stevens with the jumper, and it bounces and goes over the backboard, which Miami will get possession now. They've gotten out of their half-court set there. They went back to their man. So now they've got a 4 out, 1 in. Cam Humble is the 1 in. It's kind of about the only post we got right now. He's continuing to screen high, and we're looking for a screen and roll here. Cam Humble, nice hustle there. Just an errant pass. Carson Schertz. He knows Colton Oakey's going to have some trouble guarding because he's already got 3 fouls, so that gives him 10 points. That puts them up 10. Now they went back to their 1-2-2 pressure. Okay, now once Wardog gets it past half court, we've got to get ourselves into offense and not get stagnant. Sometimes that change of speed, they force you to go fast, and then you have to slow down to run your offense. That really is a struggle. And we've got Max Stevens with the basket, and they're going to count that. And a foul on Blake Suter. That's Blake's first, and he'll get a free throw. Chance at a 3-point play the old-fashioned way. We're going to take, Wake's going to check back in for Colton Oakey. And as I said earlier, Wake has 3 fouls. He's got to be smart here. Yes. Okay, and Max Stevens will shoot the free throw, and yep, it gets in. We'll have a substitution here. Markeen Webb's back in for Max Stevens. That puts Fairland up by 13. It was 8 at half. Now they've ballooned it to 13. We got a timeout by Coach Suter. Timeout with 3:48 left in the third quarter. And the Wardogs find themselves down by 13. Just a few, this is our last basketball games for 2024. We will not start any more games up for basketball until 2025. Okay, first game, first action for the Wardogs will be January the 9th through the 11th at the Locust Grove tournament for both the boys and the girls. Teams, opponents, and times will be announced later. Check social media for that. Also, but to round out this week, we have our girls going to Columbus on Friday for a wrestling match. And then our boys are going to go on Saturday to Columbus for a wrestling match. And that will conclude activities, athletic activities for Miami for 2024. So we go into winter break and will not be back in session till January the 7th. Excuse me, January the 8th. Got it to Wake down inside. That gives him 6. He's cut the lead to 11. Now we put pressure on. They was able to get that pass over the top. Wake almost got a hand on it, but wasn't able to. So now it's back to 13. And we got a foul here, I believe. I believe it's going to be on number 4. Yep, Blake Murray, that's his second personal. That's their first team foul of this quarter to the Wardogs' 4 team fouls. A lot of hands-on underneath there in the basket. Down low to Wake for the 2-pointer. Nicely done by Blake Suter. Gives Wake 8. Quentin Webb. Did anyone touch it? Nope. It goes to the Wardogs. He was trying to pass that to somebody and it just didn't happen. Okay. O'Neal. Nick O'Neal steps back in for Carter Ramsey. And it should be the Wardogs' ball. No, he changed it. So it will be the Fairland Owls' ball. Don't see that very often. He seemed pretty confident whenever he said it was going to be Miami's ball. Okay, Fairland starts in here on an offensive possession right here. Okay, there's a mismatch out front. Beckett is having to guard the 6'2 shirts. Makes it awfully tough for matchups. Marquine Webb. He's quick. He is quick. That puts him up 13 again. Had a nice couple of possessions right here, getting the ball to Wake. They're looking for him again. Get the ball to Wake. Now he's backing O'Neal back in, kicks it back out to Beckett. Not able to get a shot off. Now back out to Blake. Trying to get the ball to Wake. Not a good pass. Trying to get the ball to him though. So Fairland gets a turnover. And now Marquine dishes to Nick O'Neal. That was a nice play by Marquine to get that to Nick O'Neal. That gets Nick 7 points. That was a great penetration to the middle and a dish. Beckett, I think they got a hand on it. Got a hand on it there and it ended up short. Fairland's on their way. We got a player control charge on Blake Murray. That's his 3rd personal. That means no basket or anything. I don't think it went in anyway. I was kind of looking off. Red 4. Yeah, okay. I'm here at the score table. The official said the wrong color. He had the right number, just wrong color. So we're still trying to get substitutions in and out. So here we go. We're back at it with 1:33 left here in this 3rd quarter. Wardogs down 15. It was 8 before at halftime. Fairland's been able to open up an even bigger lead. Down inside to Wake for the 2-pointer. That'll give him 10, and they called a foul. Let's see who it's on. Number 11, that would be Nick O'Neal. That's his 2nd personal. And Wake gets his free throw. He'll convert the 3-point play here. No. Front of the rim, back of the rim, out. Okay, Marquine. Back to Max Stevens, down inside to Nick. Jumper over him, over Wake. Wake's got to watch it. I think they know that. They're going to get the ball down there to him. So far this 3rd quarter, Wake has been our leading scorer. Red 11. Okay, that's Nick O'Neal. That's his 3rd personal. Carter Ramsey's going to check in for him. Okay, and Miami will have the ball underneath their own basket. Okay, now back to Beckett. Penetrated baseline, but got shut off. Back out, but Marquine was anticipating that. Nice play on his part. That's another 2. That gives him 13 on the night. And we got a timeout called by Coach Suter, with the Fairland Owls up 44-27. 44-27, biggest lead of the night. It's a full timeout called by Coach Suter. And again, so far this quarter, okay, Wardogs have scored 11 points so far this quarter, whereas the Fairland Owls have scored 20. So they've opened up their 8-point lead that they had at halftime. Now to a 17-point lead. Things just haven't went their way for the Wardogs. So this game, so far it's second half definitely, but really struggled with their defense. They've really beat us on the rebounding. We'll keep fighting here. And both teams are one foul away from the bonus. They both are at 14 fouls for this quarter. They get to the 5th, they'll start shooting free throws. So it'll be Miami's ball. Down 17 points here. 42 seconds left. We need to convert right here and get a point. Get something, excuse me. They cut Lane off. He's not able to get a shot off. And they switched men, so now Marquin's on Beckett, and nice dish by Beckett to Cam Humble for the 2. That gives them 4 for the night. And turnover on Fairland. Shirts tried to make a cross-court pass right there, and threw it a little too hard, a little too far. Okay, here we go. We're going to go 1-2-2 pressure right here. If nothing else, just to make Miami dribble a lot. Take time off. They need to pull up, get a shot. We only got 1 second left. And time's ran out on the third quarter. At the end of the third quarter, we've got the Fairland Owls 44 and the Miami Wardogs 29. Wardogs were able to score 13 points that game versus 20 points by the Fairland Owls. So it's not insurmountable, but it's going to be a tough road here for the Wardogs here in the fourth quarter to try to get back in this game. As I said, Fairland's a very good team, and the Wardogs have played really well against some very good teams. And early on it was very competitive, and then Fairland's just kind of taken over again. I know I keep saying this, but the rebounding by Fairland has been outstanding tonight. That's really kind of been a big difference in this game. Well, we're getting ready to start the fourth quarter right here. Looks Miami's got the possession here to start the fourth quarter. And it looks like Fairland is in their man defense. And they do a lot of switching whenever we screen. So the roll is open whenever they screen and roll. Some people call it a pick and roll. Colton Oakey's checked back in for the fourth quarter. Okay, Colton, I believe he has 3 fouls. And there goes Blake trying to get the ball to the hole, and he wasn't able to. Back the other way, Carson Shirts, no. And it's off Miami, the Fairland's ball. There's a big fight in there trying to get that rebound. And we're getting ready for the inbounds under their own basket for Fairland. And they pass the ball back to Shirts in the short corner. Marquin, the turnaround, had a nice move to get open there, missed the shot. Miami needs to start converting. There goes Blake. Three-pointer, no good. Carson Schertz with the rebound. He's done a nice job all night on the rebounding part of the game. Beckett's giving up a few inches on there. Good help defense by Wake to come over and help him. Blake tries to go baseline. Are they going to count it? No basket. It was on the floor. But we got a foul on Fairland. See who it's going to be on. Okay, looks like Max Stevens. That's his third personal of the night. Okay, and here we go. Back out, looking for a three-pointer out there for Lane. Fairland nicely recovered right there, was able to keep the ball. Now we get the ball down into Wake. He's turnaround jumper, gets fouled and makes the basket. And the foul's on number 10, Colt Kinsey. That's his third personal. Nice job by Wake right there. And if he hits his free throw here, it'll complete the three-point play. Carter Ramsey for Fairland shows back up. He's checked back in. Free throw by Wake here is a little short. Those are crucial. Any free throws we get, we got to convert. We got a trap right here. Oh, I thought Beckett was going to get to it. And they're trying to call a timeout, but yeah, he called a timeout, but was there a tie-up first? The referee on the opposite side of the floor called a timeout, this one here. Okay, they're going to go with the timeout. So a 30-second timeout by Fairland. The kid was on the floor and he calls timeout. And so instead of it being a tie-up right here and the possession going to Fairland, they got a timeout, so they'll get the ball here and still retain the possession. Up 13, so the Wardogs have been able to cut the lead 4 points here. That's a tough break for the Wardogs right there. I thought they'd gotten it tied up right there, but they didn't. So it'll be Fairland's ball here right in front of the score clock. Up 13 points. And Fairland's got 2 team fouls. Once they get to 5 right here, the Wardogs will start shooting free throws each foul. Okay, got it into Carson Schertz. Beckett Suitors on him. And looks like they're going to be patient here and try to get dribble drives. Marquine, nice job there with a nice look, wasn't able to convert. Colton Oakey the other way, out to Blake. And we got a foul on Max Stevens. That'll be his 4th. And it's on the shot. I'm not sure if it's a 3-point shot that he was shooting. Are they going to give him, nope, 2. Yeah, they're going to give him 2 shots on that, so it must have been a 2-pointer. We need to hit all of these free shots. Missed that one. So Blake Murray checks in for Max Stevens because he has 4 fouls. Got 5 minutes, almost 6 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. And Blake's set to shoot his second shot, and he makes it. That cuts it to 12. And that's his 7th point of the night. And we got a 2-on-1 break. Nick O'Neal wasn't able to convert. Rebounded by Colt Kinsey. Back out to Schertz. Schertz doing pick and roll. And Colton Oakey, nice job of tying him up right there and getting the ball. But the possession goes to Fairland. So Fairland have the ball underneath their own basket here. So Miami's got to get really close to the basket, not give up any free or easy baskets inside. And he throws it up off of Cam Humble's back and then steps in and gets the ball and then puts a shot up. And we got a foul on Wake. Smart play there by Carson Schertz. He'll get to shoot 2 free throws. Misses the first one. That's the problem when you're trying to face guard there. So you see people coming to the basket like Cam Humble was there. That leaves you open for that ball throwing up off the back. You see those guys in the NBA doing that quite a bit. So you can tell he watches basketball because he's seen that. He gets the rebound after his free throw right there. So Fairland has possession. And then Lane kicks it out of bounds, trying to playing defense. Ball comes off his foot. So now Fairland retains possession. Ball in the corner to Blake Murray. And Blake Suter was able to knock it out from him, but it went out of bounds. So Fairland will retain possession. Okay. Now we've got, they went to a man defense. We got a foul called or something. Nope. Timeout called by the Fairland Owls before the ball got thrown in. So they'll still have possession of it. It's a full timeout. They'll have possession of it down there on the baseline. Okay, so the Wardogs have cut it to a 12-point lead here with 5:21 left in the fourth quarter. So the Wardogs have kind of have went on a roll here and cut the lead just a little bit. Fairland has yet to score in this fourth quarter. As I said, this is our last athletic activities for basketball, that is. Wrestling goes to Columbus this weekend on Friday and Saturday. Girls on Friday, boys on Saturday, starting at 1. That will be the last official athletic activities before the winter break, but these are our last basketball games before the winter break. And we're getting set here for the inbounds by Fairland underneath their own basket here. So I'm sure Coach Goins has got a play in mind right here, trying to get the ball in there to Schertz. Oh, Colt Kinsey didn't take the shot. I thought he was going to take the shot. Maybe he should have, but he didn't. But there again, Fairland retains possession. They've gotten the loose ball and the possession the last 3 or 4 times. That's a big key to this game. They've got a lot of extra opportunities to score through the hustle and rebounding. Schertz again, no good, but rebounded by Nick O'Neal for the 2-pointer. That's their first points of this quarter. Puts them back up 14. Now the Wardogs has got to score. We got to score. Good hustle. He tried to dip it back out there, throw it back out there to Blake for the 3-pointer, but not able to get it. Now Beckett around into Wake. Nope, not able to get that one to fall. They are letting them play tonight, I can tell you that. There's a lot of body contact down underneath both ends. Well, as you know, if the referees are going to do that, you got to adjust to it. You got to be able to handle it. You got to do the same thing. But you just got to be smart with it. A runner by Blake, no good. Little short. Blake Murray down to Markeen, and he hits it. That gives him 15 on the night so far. That puts it back up to 16 points. So they had cut it. They had cut it to 12. Now it's back to 16. We got a foul on Carson Schertz. That's the second personal. But more importantly, it's the 4th team for Fairland this quarter. On their next foul, Miami will start shooting free throws. They'll get 2 each time. They'll be like in double bonus. And Wake with the basket. That gives him 14 on the night. Very close to his average. Now Miami's putting some pressure on. Thought we was going to get a turnover right there. And we just, did we not? Almost again. We can't get one. We got a 10-second call. Nice defense. Nice defense. Nice defense by the Wardogs right there to get the 10-second call. So that gives Miami the ball underneath their basket with the good defense. It's a 14-point lead here. If we can score again right here, we can cut it even more. Out to Blake. Blake dribble penetrates to the middle, and he slips, and they call travel on him. So a turnover. Now Miami's still in their pressure. They got to put pressure on him here. We got Max Stevens checking back in for the Owls, and Colton Oakey steps back in, or checks back in for Blake Suter. And they're still pressuring. Ball's into Shirts, to Markeen, to Max Stevens, out to Colt Kinsey. No one's on Stevens. Colt Kinsey, nope. Battle for the ball. And it'll be, once again, it's the Fairland Owls getting all the loose balls and getting those extra possessions. Underneath their own basket on this inbounds, and a lob to Markeen, and he converts his basket to 17 points. Nice play right there. Okay, Wardog's got to go to work down here, down to Wake. Wake pulls up for the jumper, and he hits. That gives him 16. We've got to get some turnovers here, guys. Cross-court pass. Shirts does a nice job of that. But he's probably a pitcher. Probably a pitcher in baseball. O'Neal converts on that one. That gives him 13. Because he's got a nice arm, Shirts does, so he's probably a pitcher, just guessing. Blake Murray checks back in for Colt Kinsey. And here we go again. Miami has the ball underneath their own basket here, and they're going to have to convert. Out to Lane Walder for the three, and it's short. Lane's really struggled tonight. Part of that is just the defense that Fairland's able to put on him. And you know what happens. Things like that happens. Some nights you're on, some nights you're not. Inside to O'Neal, he kicks it out. Fairland's going to start trying to stall a little bit and take time off the clock. They're going to dribble drive. And if they get a layup or an easy shot, then they'll take it. Otherwise, they're going to continue to take time off the clock. Markeen Webb again. Markeen Webb. He is great at anticipating passes, and he's picked several of those off tonight. And Cam Humble. And it looks like Coach, yep, they're going to empty their benches here. Coach Suter's first one to do it. Okay, those that check in, we got Ty Blue Jacket. We got Jake Stoner. We got Trevor Henry. We got Isaiah Grover. And we've got Logan Sumapong for the Wardogs. For the Owls, they don't have as many players down there. They haven't emptied them all out. Carter Ramsey. That gives him 4 on the night. Makes the score 18. Logan, three-pointer did not go. It will be Fairland's ball, possession. Isaiah Truster checks in. For Fairland, we got Quinn Webb. We got Boston Stevens. As I said, we got Isaiah Truster, we got Carter Ramsey, and we got Blake Murray. There goes Quinn. No good. Rebounded by Ty, but Carter Ramsey's over the top of him. No, that was Jake Stoner. Sorry. And it was a possession, so Miami gets the possession. 54 seconds left in the game. They're down 18 here, but the JV players from both teams are on the floor. And what do we got here? 2 red. That's on Quentin Webb. That's his first personal. That puts Isaiah Grover on the line. He'll shoot 2. Every foul from here on out by Fairland will have the Wardogs on the line. And he hits the first one, Isaiah. And number 21, Brady Kinsey checks in, a freshman, checking in for Blake Murray. Isaiah Grover with her second free throw. And it's good. Cuts it to 16, I believe, if I did my math right. It's Quentin Webb, and Miami was able to get a hand on it, knock it out. 26 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And it's a tough loss here for the Wardogs to a very good Fairland team. Winners of 8 straight now. I'm sure their ranking's going to be better, higher. They were ranked 6th at the beginning of the game. For a Class 2A team, they have nice height. They got speed, quickness, shooting, play really good defense. They're going to be a team to reckon with come playoff time. Wardogs tonight just had give them too many second chances. I mean, not taking anything away from Fairland, but we just gave them too many opportunities to score, and the score got out of the way. Got away from us. 1 second. Subapong with the 3, no good. That's the end of this one. 56-40. 56-40. The Fairland Owls come to the SBT Center and get the victory. Puts them at 9-1 to start the winter break. And right now the Wardogs have just not went their way tonight, and they just got over the Christmas break here. They can work on some things and get better and increase their basketball IQ and just come back and play in that Locust Grove tournament in January and start over. It's kind of a start over time. They're at 4-4. Okay, they're at 4-4, so they've just got to continue to work and get better. So I will not see you all again until January. I believe it's the 14th, I think it is, or the next home game we have here. You can check social media for that. I could be wrong. But until then, I will see you on January 14th or whenever it is. So I'm signing off, and go Dogs.